Hey everybody, it's Jaguar Champion here. I'm gonna be ranking the top 11 or all 11 live-action Spider-Man suits from worst to best. So yeah, I added a lot of ones that not many people heard about. Like, I added a whole lot of homemade suits that appeared in the movies. So yeah, I just made this for fun. And remember, my list is not the best list. It's just my opinion. If you think it's the worst list ever, I'm sorry. That's your opinion. I missed the part where that's my problem. Oh, quoting Spider-Man! I just did this to share my opinion, so, yeah. So, starting off, coming in at number 11 is the Amazing Spider-Man 1 2012 Vigilante suit. If you haven't seen that one, or don't remember it, here's a picture. This is the Vigilante suit from the Amazing Spider-Man 1. It's the homemade suit that Andrew Garfield's Peter Parker kind of wears for a little while. As you can see, the mask is kind of is like basically how Peter gets the idea of becoming Spider-Man. So it plays a really good part in this film series. And what's funny is it doesn't have the webbing or anything, but it still looks like Spider-Man. He got it at a wrestling store, and it's funny because you can see the little beanie right there. And this is just Peter's casual clothes for hunting down bad guys so far until he actually makes his suit. So yeah, as you see, he's pretty casual. I love all these suits, and I'm not trying to be negative to all these suits, any of these suits, because I love all these suits. But this is probably the weakest one for me because it doesn't really look like a Spider-Man suit other than the mask, and I guess the glasses and the beanie. I don't know. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, looks really cool. But then again, it doesn't really look. It's the least Spider-Man looking out of them, so it comes in at dead last, number 11. Doesn't mean it's being negative, but coming in at number 10 is the symbiote suit. This one's really cool. It's basically the Raimi suit, but like turned to black. The silver webbing is still there and everything. I definitely think that all they did was just paint the Raimi suit black, and that's all they did. But it looks really cool, and it works for the symbiote outfit. The white spider is really cool on it, and it's just really cool. So yeah, that's all there is to say about it. But there's so many other Spider-Man suits, and then again, just like the Spider-Man Vigilante suit, it's other than the Spider-Man suit, it's the least looking Spider-Man-y out of them. But there's the stealth suit, which kind of looks more like Spider-Man. But this is really cool. This is basically like my early childhood. But I love it. I love it so much. If this was like the only one, this one in the Vigilante suit, this one would be my favorite. I love it. I like it. But when you put him against all the other suits other than the Vigilante suit, it just gets crushed and demolished. So yeah, it's really cool. But when you put it into all the others, like I said, it gets demolished and it gets destroyed compared to all the others because they all look the most like Spider-Man. So yeah, it still looks a lot like Spider-Man though. I love it. So yeah, that was number 10, the spot for Symbiote Spider-Man. So yeah, that was for Symbiote Spider-Man, and coming in at number 9 is the stealth suit. Now this is of course the stealth suit or the Night Monkey suit from Far From Home. It was played in as a meme, but it's actually really cool looking, and I love playing as it on the PS4 game. As you can see, it looks really stealth-like, and it kind of looks more like Spider-Man because of the eyes. So yeah, the chest and all the armor, the what do you call it, the chest little zipper thing in that, makes it look like S.H.I.E.L.D. And it does look like a S.H.I.E.L.D. outfit, like an outfit S.H.I.E.L.D. gave for Spider-Man. Looks really cool. It's funny how he doesn't have full gloves, which is what Spider-Man likes to do, because the same thing with the homemade suit from Homecoming, or the Spider-Boy suit is what I call it, because that's what Tony calls him. But yeah, it looks really cool. Definitely looks very stealth-like, and it's cool how the ears pop up and everything. I mean, the eyes pop up, so you can see his eyes and everything. It's funny because Spider-Man, he doesn't actually, he loses the suit, and people in the Netherlands get it, like the security guard or the person at the, place. So yeah, looks really cool. But didn't have that much screen time, and it's also, and a lot of people really love it. I love it, but then again, it's still in the black area, so Like there's vigilante suit, symbiote suit, and stealth suit. This is the last in like the black area of Spider-Man suits, the black suits. So this is where I'll stop saying that it doesn't look that much Spider-Man-y. It still looks really Spider-Man-y, but you know what I mean, like red and blue and stuff. That's not a problem, but when you compare it to the red and blue, it's unstoppable. I love all of these. I love this one, but sadly, it can't beat all the others that are still there in the list. Coming in at number 8. Gosh, I can't keep track of my numbers. Coming in at number 8 is the homemade Spider-Boy suit from Spider-Man: Homecoming. Now this suit was really fun because it was basically like the Scarlet Spider suit, but they switched the colors except for the helmet or anything, or the mask. And it's cool because they gave him the web shooters back, and they gave him the most realistic looking web shooters because they got like the huge things that go on him like this, not the little car things that look like car circles that go on Andrew Garfield, or just the like this, and Tobey Maguire, because organic webs. That must look horrifying. It's like a little hole that goes. Like imagine having this, and there's like a hole at the top. It's like, yeah, this is my hand. This is my hand. It's really weird. But anyway, back to what I was saying. It looks really classic. Peter Parker in the MCU definitely has a great sense of suits and everything. And it kind of, resembles the Stark suit in the kind of like a regular way. And it really, in kind of a good way. And I can't really describe it. But it looks a lot like this suit. Looks a lot like it because it's got the red sweatshirt, the blue jogging pants, and the red socks or like wrestling shoes or something. Really, 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 like you could tell it's homemade, and the goggles are really cool and funny. It makes Peter Parker look like how he was, and probably how Tom Holland was when he entered that wrestling ring. You could tell he's a kid. He's not all of a sudden, I built this awesome suit. If anything, he's like, I only built this part of the suit or something like that, and he just has to do his homemade thing. That's a part of Spider-Man's journey. So yeah, it's really cool. But yeah. So yeah, I really like it. Coming in at number 7 is Tom's suit from Spider-Man: Far From Home. Now, this one, in my opinion, is Tom Holland's definitive Spider-Man suit. Because you see with the Stark suit, it looks like Spider-Man's suit, but Tony Stark built it for him. So it's basically Iron Man's suit. It's another Iron Man Mark suit. So yeah, the homemade suit, it's Peter's suit, but it's Peter's homemade suit. And the S.H.I.E.L.D. suit, the stealth suit, it's Spider-Man's suit that he wears, but it's S.H.I.E.L.D.'s suit that they built. But the black and red one, the upgraded suit, is really the one that Peter Parker builds from scratch. He builds it from scratch, and he does it how he wants it. He creates this awesome looking suit, and it's all his. It's Peter's thoughts and ideas from scratch. That's why this is Tom Holland's definitive Spider-Man suit. As you can see, it's red and black, just like how Spider-Man first appeared. His suit used to be red and black like this, so this could also be like the MCU classic Spider-Man suit. And I think it works really well for him, and I think it looks really cool. And I kind of like it better than a lot of the... I guess I like it better. I guess I like some Spider-Man suits better when they're red and black, but you all know that all of the other suits in front of this are red and blue. Doesn't change the fact that I love this red and black suit. It looks really cool. So yeah. Plus, I don't know if it still has the little living spider logo on his chest that, that like flies out of nowhere. In the PS4 they call it Spider Bro. It's like the spider drone that comes out of his chest like right there. It's really cool. It's cute, actually. And the suit is really cool. I like it's basically the Stark suit, just repainting the black. And without the stripes, or the stripes could still be there on his shoulders, because, well, the whole suit's almost half black now. And, yeah, it looks really cool. So, yeah. The sad thing is, Spider-Man got framed at the end of Far From Home. You guys have seen it now. So, spoiler alert, late spoiler alert. Or still movies in there. So, he might have to change his outfit for being on the run. Just stay with one suit, Peter. My gosh. Coming in at number 6 is the Andrew Garfield The Amazing Spider-Man 1 suit. This suit is really cool because I can see what the creators of the movie were doing. They wanted to make like classic Spider-Man. They wanted to make classic Spider-Man right here, but they wanted to make him look modern in the years of 2012. They wanted to make him look modern and to take the comic booky out of him, but still make him look like Spider-Man. They gave him a lot more modern looking, more detailed spandex than just slapping, like, I guess, simple red on there. They added, like, little textures of, like, you could see where it was sewn when somebody first created it, when Peter first created it. And the base, and it's really cool. And they also made the eyes gold and not white, which was a cool change. And they also gave him web shooters for the first time. The web shooters, I think, were right here or right here. I think they were right here. They looked like little circles. I had a shirt when I was younger, when I was like a little kid, and I thought they were cars. And like, why are this Spider-Mobile? So yeah, which is the first time they ever put web shooters, that like built-in web shooters, inside or in a Spider-Man live-action movie. Because if you remember the Tobey Maguire movies, like, it's like this. Webs just come out of this little thing right here that I guess comes from his hands, and it goes like that. So yeah, Tobey Maguire's webs in the Spider-Man movie are organic. They come from the spider bite. But in the original first appearance comic of Spider-Man built them after Parker built them after he got bitten. They don't come with the spider bite with all the other bells and whistles and stuff. Peter built them, and the reason Marvel did that in the very first comic was to show how smart of a kid Parker is. And they brought back that technology and smartness, not technology, but science and smartness that Tobey never got to do. They brought it back with Andrew Garfield, and I think Andrew Garfield did a pretty good job. I'll show you a picture of the suit right here. Okay, sadly this is the battle damage suit, and not a clear suit, but you know what I mean. It's got the yellow eyes. It's got all the textures of the suit. His shoes are really cool. And overall, it definitely looks like a modern Spider-Man suit. It's not the best modern Spider-Man suit, though. Coming in at number 5 is the Wrestler Human Spider suit. This is the Wrestler Human Spider suit, and I think this is the best homemade Spider-Man suit because you can sorry, my mom came in to put her smartwatch on the charger. It's right there. Anyway, sorry, I had to pause the video real quick. But this is a really cool homemade suit because, as you can see, this shows, like, I guess the best homemadeness of every Peter we've seen, in my opinion. Because look, he actually took the time to write all this on a plain red sweater with all the detail. That is insane. Plus, I think the spider symbol is really cool on here. And I guess it's kind of different. Hold on, let me... Yeah, it is different from the Tobey Maguire actual Spider-Man suit symbol. It actually is a little bit different. And from the symbiote symbol, too. So yeah, I think it's the best homemade suit. And this scene is really cool. And it is also part of the definitive origin story for Spider-Man. I think it's the best origin story for Spider-Man to date. The classic origin story. And it's cool to see how Peter first built this suit when he went to the wrestling thing, and Uncle Ben was probably like, what are you doing? And after Uncle Ben died, it gave Peter the motivation to become better and get a better, stronger suit, and that was the Tobey suit. So that is my favorite homemade suit, is the Human Spider, Tobey Maguire, wrestler suit, whatever you want to call it, homemade suit. So yeah, I like that one the best out of the homemade suits. Coming in at number 4 is the Stark suit. As I said, this is the Stark suit. So it's not really Peter's suit, but it kind of is, even though it's really kind of an Iron Man armor because Tony Stark it. But as you can see, it really looks comic booky. It's one of the most comic accurate suits. Like, if you compare it to this, it looks almost just like this suit right here. Marvel did a great job of making it modern, making it look modern, but also making it look similar to the comics. I like it better than Andrew Garfield's first version. So yeah, I really like it. I think it's really cool. I remember, being a huge fan of this suit. It's probably my favorite suit originally, but as you get older, your opinions change. This list will probably be nothing when I'm old.
I think the wrestler suit from Tobey Maguire is the best suit, and I think this suit is the worst.
But I have a long time until that happens. Probably won't even be alive. Although I do think they should have added, like, I guess, webbing instead of, like, just markered or weight. Or, like, I guess they should add more visible webbing. Coming in at number 2, I mean, just kidding. Number 3 is the CW Civil War suit. No, not Riverdale Spider-Man or like Flash Spider-Man or like just Supernatural Spider-Man from the CW shows from the CW, Arrow Spider-Man, but the Civil War, Captain America Civil War Spider-Man suit. What you're thinking? That is the Stark suit. It is the Stark suit, but the old Stark suit. So it doesn't look completely different, but it definitely does look different. I'll show you a picture right here. That's the old Civil War suit. And you're probably thinking, that doesn't look different at all. It basically is, in fact, the same suit, but as you can see, the webbing is printed on. Not blah. What is going on with me? Not added on. As you can see, right here, the webs are added on, and I think it looks much better for Spider-Man. So, yeah. Also, the eyes are a bit of a problem. Like, they look like it was cosplay, but they probably will improve it. They probably improved it with CGI and completely erased this and redid it with CGI because I guess they didn't like how this looked. It's sadly the way Marvel does their stuff. They did the same thing with Black Panther and Far From Home. I think it would have been better if we saw this suit. I think it looks really cool. Seen it at Homecoming, and I think it's just really cool. It definitely looks better because of the webbing. It's basically the same one, but with better webbing. I think it looks awesome. The runner-up coming in at number 2 is the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Andrew Garfield suit from 2014. This, my gosh, this. That is amazing. I love that. That's the second most comic book accurate suit. It's so look, hold on. As you can see, I think it's a perfect shade of blue for Spider-Man. The webbing is not too huge and not too added on, but it definitely looks flat enough to, I guess, what do you call it? Count as added on webbing. I think the eyes are awesome. The eyes are perfect. Everything about this suit is close to perfect because this is number 2. I love it. It's awesome. But coming in at number 1 is the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man suit through 1, 2, and 3. This is a legendary suit. This suit is what I think of when I think of Spider-Man in live action, or Spider-Man in general. Actually, I think of this when I see Spider-Man, so yeah. But in live action in general. Live action, I think of this suit. It's perfect. Everything about the suit is perfect. Well, actually, nothing is perfect, so, yeah. I trust that they can do better things, but I think this is the best they can do, and I love it this way. It looks great, and you saw the hype that I had over the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Andrew Garfield suit. Yeah, what do you call it? This suit, the fact that I placed this suit better, in my opinion, that means I love it even more. I love it. It's just, they kept it consistent. They kept the suit consistent. Like, sure, Spider-Man 2 had it a little bit darker, but you know what I mean? It's the same suit for the whole trilogy. Even Spider-Man 3. But as you can see, it looks perfect. Like, well, not perfect. I gotta stop saying that. But look, it looks awesome. I think they did a great job with the silver webbing. I think this is the best modern take on a Spider-Man suit. Tobey Maguire is my favorite live-action Spider-Man. I love it. I love it. It's the best classic-looking Spider-Man suit. Spider symbol's great. I think the eyes are the perfect size and perfect type, perfect shape. Everything, it looks amazing. And that was my list for all 11 Spider-Man live-action suits ranked from worst to best. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And once you subscribe, tap the notification bell to see more great videos like this. If you liked it, if you hate it, I missed the part. That's my part. I'm sorry. So yeah, I don't mean these Spider-Man quotes. They're just Spider-Man quotes. You have to put them in there because it's Spider-Man. That was my list. You don't have to agree with it. I respect your list too. I respect my list. Your list might be better with me. I don't care about that. Um, I think we all have our own. I agree to the fact that we all have our own opinions. We're all able to choose what suits we like. Let's make it positive and like nice and friendly down there in the comment section. Have a great day, guys. Bye.